Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome. My name is Gladys. Today I am back again with another Bookish Thursday video where I will be talking about books. So grab your coffee, I have mine right here, so let's get started. Today I will be talking about my March TBR, so all of the books that I want to read for the month of March, and I have a total of 8 books. A couple of different genres, so let's get started. Really quickly, if you like these type of videos, please remember to like, subscribe, and then comment down below letting me know what other type of videos you would like to watch, but let's get to it. So this past month I discovered Tessa and her Girl Meets Duke stories. I actually am reading the 3rd one right now, so it should be up for my February wrap up, but I am planning on reading her next one called Do You Want to Start a Scandal? I'm into that Tessa thing now. I really enjoy her stories. I really like her characters. They're all really funny. So the story has to do with this girl who finds herself in the midst of a scandal, and she pretty much has to figure out if she's gonna marry this duke that she's kind of forced to marry because of the scandal, or if she's gonna go ahead and try to prove that the rumors were wrong. And of course she finds herself really intrigued by the duke. He's handsome, but he's dark. He doesn't want to fall in love, so she's kind of in the middle where she doesn't know if she should move forward with him, even though she doesn't know much about him and he's kind of like this dark, mysterious guy, or again, if she wants to prove everyone wrong and show that the rumors were not true. So this should be fun. If you guys like the whole cliche like romance, these are just really funny. I really enjoy Tessa writing. I just find her characters to be so intriguing and so charismatic, so I highly recommend Tessa. So this is going to be a good one for the month of March. March is my birthday month, so hopefully I will get some of these done, but I do have a couple of things I have planned out for the month of March, so I don't know how much I'm actually going to read, but I'm aiming high. The next book has been on my Goodreads like want to read books for such a long time, and that's going to be Red, White, and Royal Blue by McQuiston. And this is going to be a good one. I already know it. It has to do with the president's son, who kind of has like this rivalry going on with the Prince of England, and I mean, come on you guys. It's gonna be a hate to love story between the Prince of England and the US president's son, and yeah, it should be a fun one. I'm pretty sure, I don't know much about the book. I have read so many good things about it. Like everybody loves it. Everybody thinks it's a really good hate to love story, and I'm a sucker for the whole royal family. I love, and especially if this guy is Prince Harry. I love Prince Harry, so yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be him, but you know, I'm really excited for this one. We'll see how this one goes. The next book is going to be one that has been on my TBR for a while too. I actually came across this book when I was watching Alison Morgan Stewart's video, and she spoke so highly of this book. And you guys, this book has really great reviews, and that's going to be The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. And oh my god, first of all, I love stories that involve like Greek mythology, the gods, all that stuff. I love it. And this one has to do with Achilles. So everyone loves Achilles, you know, he's like this really strong and sophisticated guy. He's being trained for war, or he's being trained in general by this gentleman. Right. And it's here when he meets the prince, and I don't know how to say this name. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, but it's Patroclus, I don't know, but he meets that prince, and that prince was recently exiled from his palace because something went wrong and they pretty much just kicked him out. So he finds himself in the same area with Achilles, and this is a love story between 2 men, but other than that, they create a really good friendship, and we're going to see that in this story. And again, I'm really excited. I haven't read anything like this in some time now, and yeah, it has nothing but great reviews, so I'm excited about this. The next book that I'm going to be reading is Last Tang Standing by Lauren Ho, and this is, I mean, it sounds like a really fun one. It has to do with 33-year-old Andrea Tang, and she's a really successful young woman. You know, she's a lawyer. She's trying to become a partner at her firm, and really she has her life pretty well together. The only thing that's missing, according to her family, is the fact that she is not married and she actually doesn't have a boyfriend. So in that journey of, you know, becoming a partner and trying to take her life to the next level professionally, she finds two gentlemen. One of them is a lawyer at her firm that her family does not approve of whatsoever. And the other one is this really successful guy who her family loves. So she's kind of just trying to figure out what she really wants in life. But what I find most interesting in this story is the fact that I don't know what it is about parents and them feeling like someone's not 100% successful until they have a significant other in life, or even like a family. Like if you haven't started your own family, it always gets pointed out. And I just kind of want to see that dynamic in this story, because it can be a really thin line of doing it right and doing it completely wrong. So I'm really excited about this one. And I think this cover is so beautiful. Yeah. So, oh, and it takes place in Singapore. So super excited. The next book that I'm going to be reading for the month of March is going to be a psychological thriller, and that's going to be Girls Like Us by Cristina Alger. And this one is actually a little crazy. It has to do with the character named Nell, who has not been in her hometown for about 10 years. Her mother passed away when she was 7. Her mother's case was never really fully investigated, and the case has become cold. But her dad recently passed away, and she has to go back home to closest estate. So that's what she goes to do. But while she's there, she uncovers, because her dad's a detective, she uncovers that he was investigating a case that happened recently where 2 women were killed. And as she's looking through the case, she kind of realizes that the prime suspect could be her dad. And it almost seems like people are covering his traces. And that's a little crazy if you ask me, but this should be a good one, because she starts to kind of just doubt her dad, and she almost feels like maybe her dad had something to do with her mom's death. So this is not that long. It's actually a pretty short story, so it should be good. I'm really excited about this one. I've been into like a thriller feeling, you know what I mean? Like I just finished a thriller for last month too, which kind of got me like wanting to read more. I wouldn't really consider it a thriller. It's just more of a mystery, but I'm excited for this one. Okay, so this one has also been in my bookshelf for quite some time now, and I already know that I'm gonna cry, because any historical stories really get to me. And this book is gonna be The Tattooist of Auschwitz by Heather Morris. And oh my god, this is a really well-known book. A lot of people have read it, so I think it's time I give it a try. I think I've held off on reading it for so long because I just know it's gonna break my heart. In this book, we have the main character named Lel, who is a captured Jew, and he actually speaks a lot of languages. And because of the fact that he speaks a lot of languages, they make him a tattooist in this concentration camp. He has a job of tattooing each individual that comes to the camp, which is crazy because it is the most known symbol for any Jewish person that was in a concentration camp. You know, they all got tattooed a number that represented who they were. So it's during this time of him tattooing individuals that he meets a woman named Gita, and he falls head over heels for her. And you know, he has seen so many horrific stuff. He has been there for a couple of years, but he vows to Gita that he's gonna find a way to get her out and he will marry her. And yeah, this has to do with that story of those 2 individuals and everything that surrounds them. So I know I'm gonna be a mess. So yeah. Okay, the next book that I'm going to be reading is a little bit different. It's actually a book about a doctor's point of view during his time at a hospital. This is a long title, so I'm going to look at it. It's called The 12 Patients, Life and Death at the Bellevue Hospital, and that is by Dr. Eric Manheimer. And this has to do with the doctor's point of view with different patients he had, kind of the way their lives would cross over to medicine. So for example, he talks about homeless people and the way that the health affects them and how they don't have much help when it comes to finances, and like, you know, they don't really have the opportunities the other people have when it comes to medicine in general. Then we have one of his patients that was a Wall Street banker, and you know, he's living a pretty prominent life, but during this time he finds himself addicted to medicine. And you know, the doctors are kind of explaining the way that this individual is hiding that and how he lives his life day to day, yet the signs to look out for when it comes to his addiction. Again, I'm really intrigued by this. I really want to know from a doctor's point of view how he sees his patients, because to me, doctors are like, their medicine is always evolving, and the fact that they have to adapt and learn quickly and kind of just keep up to date with all that stuff, it just fascinates me. So I'm really, really excited about this one, but this is kind of a big one, so I'll see how it goes. The next book that I'm going to read is another thriller, and that is going to be The Couple Next Door by Shari LaPena. And this is going to be a good one. This is kind of like a murder mystery dinner party, which I love that. This has to do with the couple, Anne and Marco, who kind of have like this perfect life. They're married, they have a beautiful home, they have a baby girl. Everything's going great for them. They get invited over to their neighbor's house to have dinner, kind of like a little dinner party. And it's during this dinner party that someone actually ends up being murdered. And everybody is pointing the finger at the couple. But of course, nothing is as it seems. And during this time, things that were happening at the dinner party come to light. And we get to uncover all these secrets, not just with Danny and Marco, but with all the other characters. And yeah, this one should be fun. I mean, again, I love the whole murder mystery theme to it. I always find myself really intrigued by those situations, so I'm really excited for this one. And yes, you guys, that is the end of all the books that I plan to read for the month of March. Again, if you like these type of videos, please remember to like and then subscribe. That definitely helps me out. Comment down below, because I do tend to run out of ideas sometimes of what other type of videos you would like to watch. And don't forget to recommend books to me. I'm always trying to keep up to date with what type of books to read, but I always love it when you guys recommend books to me, either by commenting them down below or even like sending me a message through Instagram. A lot of you guys do that, so thank you so much. I do link my Instagram and my Goodreads down below, so please remember to look at the description. If you guys have any other questions or concerns, I'm always available. Other than that, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'm really excited for the month of March because springtime is coming. So yes, have a good day, you guys. Take care, and I will see you next time.